Check this out. This thing looks massive. So we're going to build it in my Kraton 8S and see how it performs. Vitavon, new servo, 1/5 scale, 150 kilo brushless servo. And this looks this looks very, very beefy and very, very well machined, and this looks awesome. So guys, in this video I'm going to show you 3 ways, yes, 3 ways that you can mount this one on that car. This comes with 2 wires. To get this 150 kilos you have to power it with 12 volts. This goes into your receiver and this goes into the 12 volts. You can also mount it with 7.4 volts, but specs afterwards. This chunky servo saver arm comes with it. Fits perfectly on there, and you can already hear that it's very hard to turn, so it's going to be a very, very good servo. I'm sure of that. As you can see over here at 7.4, 110 kilos and 0.27 seconds at 60 degrees. At 8.4 you can go at 120 kilos, but if you power it on 12 volts it goes on 150 kilos. At the moment I have a 65 kilo servo in there, so I'm going to power this on. Then you can see how the wheels turn with that one, and then we're going to use this one. First I'm going to use the 7.4 because my ESC doesn't punch out 8.4. This is a 65 or a 75 kilo in there. We're going to show you afterwards, after I open it up. And this is how it turns now. So when you push on it, the servo saver is taking all the things here. When I push on it, see? This is the movement that's in there now.
11 minutes later.
So there's a JX digital servo in there, high voltage one. So here is the part. This is the servo that's in there. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was like 60 euros or something. But now we're going to compare it to this beast, 150 kilos.
So excited! So excited!
And I already see a tiny problem.
Oh, come on, man.
Look. I don't know if you can see it or if you know what I mean. This one is a little shorter than that one, and this lead comes out on the rear side. This one comes over here. When I mount this one up, see where that comes out? When I mount this one up, see? That's not good. I have to use a Dremel to cut this out a little bit. I'd rather not do that because that takes the strength away from this support here. But I don't have any other choice. But I'm going to think about something, maybe a solution for this. That looks pretty good. I have to go a little deeper here. Also guys, when you do this stuff, use a mask. Bought this very cheap. It's like $4 or something. Put a link down below, of course. Yep, fits perfectly.
Like a glove.
This thing goes in here. This is just to keep it a little bit stronger here. I'm going to use these long screws to get in there. It's always nice if you have a 3D printer that you can make these things. If you don't have a 3D printer, I think you're missing out. There are a lot of stuff that you can 3D print for the hobby, and it doesn't have to be an expensive one. It's on there. I'm pretty pleased here how it looks. These 2 plugs go in here, of course, like that. This one, if you have the possibility to go to 12 volts, why not? I would like to thank Arthur for sending me this big, huge servo. Oh well, I'm going to open it up anyway. So there are definitely O-rings everywhere. It's machined. It's not. This is true aluminium. Whoa, whoa, man. Look at that. There's some chunky gears in there. Holy. Seal bearing over there. This looks a lot of gears in there. Looks awesome. Looks good. I'm not going to mess with this a lot, so I'm going to put it back slowly. Yeah, like that. You can make this a servo lead that goes onto this without the signal cable. So I show you here. This is the brown or black, and then red, and this is normal the white cable or something, yeah, another color. So I soldered here the brown to the black and to the red. This is the signal cable. You're going to leave that behind because there is already a signal cable on this thing here. There's a minus and a signal cable that has to be on there. This one, you plug this in here like that. And then you go on your receiver. Maybe you have a receiver that goes to 8.4 or maybe higher. Like the radio links, they can go to 15 volts, some receivers. The receiver that I have in there is 15 volts, but I don't have a 15 volt ESC or something like that. I only have a 7.4 volt ESC. So now we're going to center this thing here, put the ESC in. ESC always in second one. This one with the signal cable onto the left, minus goes to the right, and then I'm going to power it on 7.4 volts just to put it in the middle so I can put everything in there. So also the minus, and I'm gonna plug it in channel 6. This is how it turns with a 7.4 volts. So that's not fast, but I think it's a lot of torque. I'm going to put the servo horn that came with it on there. See how it's not fast, but this is in the middle, and I'm going to try and hold it. Man, that's very, very, yeah. Now we're going to see how it turns on 7.4 volts. I think it's a lot of mess here, but let's see. Yeah, turns good, but I think we have a big servo now, but I think we have to have a stiffer spring also.
2,000 years later.
I bought a HD servo saver for this servo, and the standard one was not so strong that you can see, and we're going to compare the two servo savers and see which one is best. So on the left one over here, that's the number, that's the standard part in there, and on the right one is the HD part, and the springs, they look the same, and they are supposed to be 13% stronger. I measured them all and they are the same thickness. They even are the same length, but if you push on it, you can feel the right one is a little tougher than on the left one, and also the small spring, and they are a little tougher than the left ones. You can also put, of course, double shims in there, so the springs are more compressed. I don't know if it's that a good idea. We'll figure it out. We'll start with one shim. First, you throw in the shim, and you throw it into this nice little cup, like that. Then you take the small spring and then the big spring, and then you push it on there and center it. That's everything you need to do. Servo saver is mounted up right in the middle. Now the wheels are off the ground, so it's 12 volts on there. This is the reaction time. Not everything is a-okay here, see? Yeah, there's too much play on the pillow balls, but okay, that's for another thing. So that's the speed when it's off the ground, and now when it's on the ground. So definitely fast. I think it's fast. So you go into the menu on there, and then you go for endpoint, and then you can see the steering. Yeah, it works. See? Now we're going to steer all the way to the left, and you can already see on the other camera. Yeah, that's the maximum. If you're going to go overboard, you're going to damage everything. So we have to set that. So we have to push on that thing and we go down. I always go way down. Like now I'm 60. Let's see. It's still overdoing it, so let's go for 55. Yeah, it's still overdoing it. 52. Still. 50. Yeah, still. 48. I think 48 is about enough. So now we go the others channel, that's over here. Also down, we go to 50. We can always go up and always adjust the stuff. So 50, let's see, let's turn on the other side. Maybe we can go up a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. I think this is enough. So I'm going to let it sit like that. So go back, and this is the speed without the wheels on the ground. I did this with the wheels off the ground, off the table. It's easier, I think. I do it all the time like that. So now we're going to put the car on the table. Now you can see how the wheels turn on the ground. Way better than on the other servo. Maybe other companies make other springs that are more stiffener than this one. I don't know. If you know what company makes one, let me know in a comment. Did quite some soldering over here with the ripple thing here, and also directly on the battery, and this going to go on the battery over here because I don't want to put another battery in there. This is a little buck converter, and you can set it over here. We're going to use this battery, plug it in, plug this in there over there, set the voltage on 12 volts, and then we're good. So I have my battery plugged in. I'm going to plug in this thing like that. I don't know what voltage is set, so we have to measure it. We put it on DC. I'm not a wizard on voltage stuff and everything, so it's live and learn with me too. So plus, minus, and it's like 12.2. That's good. Let's see if we can put it on 12.
One eternity later.
13, let's go completely. .89, that's good. So I'm going to let that sit. This is the best I can do. But this is the end result, and I think it looks kind of good. I don't like another battery on my car. It's heavy enough. I'm here to test the servo from Vitavon. I only have one 8S pack with me, so let's see how it is performing. It's been a while since I drove this beast. Oh, shit. Right in the path of a nice jump. Stupid. And the Kraton, if you don't have one, an 8S, oh man, this is such an awesome car. Rocks everywhere. Holy! So what do I think about the servo? Yeah, my thoughts. It's a very good servo. It needs some minor adjustments still, but this is a huge monster, and turning circle has always been big with these cars. You have a big car, but I always like to throttle and turn, you know? See, like that. Oh, a lot of dust. Oh man, sand in my eyes. Luckily, I have a light on there. I do need to adjust something on the center div, I think, because the front wheels are ballooning too much. I don't like that so much, so I think I need to put some thicker fluid in there. But guys, this is an awesome car, and the servo performs real good. Look at that. Holy crap, that was a rock. People that own a Kraton or an Outcast 8S know what I mean with rocks tearing up and sending it your way. The video wasn't that long with driving me because I have set the max at medium and then it stops at 3.8 volts. So normally you can go a little lower than that. So, but I also glued the tire. Yeah, I suck at gluing. Servo wise, I would definitely pick one up if I were you and you have this beast or another 1/5 scale. I would definitely pick one up. They have a lot of torque. I like it already. I drove it for a couple of, not long, maybe 10-15 minutes. It's much beefier, much torquier than the other one that I got in there. I would get one. Price $130. That, you can say it's steep, but should I bought it if I knew what I knew now? Yes. So that's all I have to say about it. So make your own judgment.